Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to some more Frostpunk. So where were we? Where were we indeed? I was actually thinking about bottlenecks, about throttles, I don't know what else to call them, not in the traditional sort of Factorio production line sense, but long story short, this right here, research. The more absolutely sort of pedal to the metal research that I can do. Just having a look at my little city getting distracted. Probably the better, right? Some pause for a sec. Which would mean what is the next sort of secondary throttle? Or, you know, I'm making up words and terms as I go. And that would be engineering population, of which I have 14. Now we've got 5 in the tech. And we've got 5 doing health, and it looks like we've got a lot of sick people as well. So I think getting another sort of health practice up would probably be sensible. Oh, but the problem is that at this ring it is cold. Colder. Maybe? I'm not overworking them, so I should do that. Well, there you go. At least there's one of our problems abated. Gathering post, storage new capacity. Right. Can we build resource storage? Resource depot. Let's put that there. There you go. Everyone's discontent's coming down. Lack of medical care. No, I can understand. I can appreciate that. Where are my engineers? They're in the sawmill. That's not going to fly. We're going to put them over here. In fact, we're going to actually step back our research after all of that because we need max chickens for health. Now, I'm going to put child shelters because I believe I can maybe have medical apprentices or engineering apprentices. That seems pretty cool. Children will be safer if they are in child shelters during the day and they won't cause any mischief. You know what? That's probably a smart move. But that also means that I got to build a bloody child's shelter. And we're not exactly going well in the food department. Well, we could probably de-staff this, for starters. And then we could staff up our sawmill. Cookhouse. Cookhouse is doing fine. So is the hunter's hut. Storage new capacity. Storage new capacity. Well, the good news is we don't really have any coal problems. Right. Construction. People. Child shelter. 20 wood. I do have it. Can we turn this sideways? We can. Stick it in this ring. Alright. The beacon. This is good because this is opening up our world to being able to get more population. A la more engineers. What else can we do here? Steelworks, coal thumper, faster gathering. Gathering from coal piles, wood crates and steel wreckage will work 15% faster. That's not really helpful now. It's good to know, and we probably want it as a prerequisite for something else. Hunter's gear. Well, now we need to inspect the food situation, which is a little dire. So, yeah, let's do that. What was the other option? It was heating. Heaters. Heaters are kind of a must, to be honest. Let's go with that, especially when we've got excess coal. Game's kind of begging us to do that. Hurry up and make these people feel better. It certainly helps that that the cold has passed. Now what we will do is we'll put that as cold storage, so maybe they can start up again. How is the temperature? That's pretty good. The gathering post's not so good. And the thing is because I'm not actually gathering all that coal in, they're staying out there longer and they're getting sicker and sicker. At least by building, how much can we hold? Another 900? That's pretty significant. What we might actually be able to do is just force them to finish the gathering so then I can bring them in from the cold. No gatherable resources in range. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. So we're going to go delete. And you can give me back my road as well. And we're going to restaff you over there. Alright. Poor blokes. All their fingers and thumbs and toes are all falling off, no doubt. Children cared for. Hope rises. Very good. Look at this. The children's place. No children in shelter. Lies. Where are they? Where have all the children gone? Oh, you know what? It's because it's after hours. They've gone home to mum and dad. Okay, so medic apprentices or engineering apprentices. Now this is the question. I think if you can handle the medical component, the engineering component is the stronger investment, because I don't know if we'd be able to get through the entire research tree even in a playthrough. I feel like that's almost infinite. At least that's my perception. That is my theory, and that is what we will build upon. Engineering apprentices. Education is key to our future. Let's teach our children engineering so they can help with new designs. Look at this. Yeah, that's right, Angela. It's a hammer. Fuck me. This is what I got to work with. This is poor Frank. He has to deal with this shit day in and day out. It's good. Don't hit Timothy with it again. Oh my god. Okay, children child shelters will help at workshops, speeding up research. It's an easy decision. We just got to make sure that we stay on top of this sickness situation at the moment, right? Because at the moment, why are people sick? It's not these. Or yeah, medical posts. That's not great. Hang on. So, what are we researching at the moment? We're researching heaters. So I think we can actually power through it for the moment. Come on, because you don't want it. The next level of sickness is like palliative care and that, like the arms and legs and fucking shit are falling off, and that's a bit of a one-way ticket. You don't really come back from that. I need to build the beacon as well. Where could I squeeze that? I can just build it anywhere I want. We'll put it there. I don't think it needs to be heated, but we'll keep it on the outskirts. Because I've already, you know, I don't want to mess with my bloody perfect circle in here. Okay, cool. So we've researched heaters. First thing we should do is turn them all on. Bang. 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 Now, very low risk of falling ill. I believe if you put them to comfortable, they can't get sick, which is pretty Gucci. Yeah. So let's just do that. Turn it up. Now that should really turn around our health situation. I feel like Coal Thumper, Steelworks, Hunter's Gear first. But we will probably just conquer the whole row. Okay, cool. We got people turning out, which is nice. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. They're getting well fast. Now, what's this? No gatherable resources? Oh, mate. Scarlet, you're... Oh, God, you've got a big, delicious, juicy, wet brain. Mmm. Wet brain. That's a new one. Even for me. Now, put these blokes in the bloody doctor's office, please. Hunter's Gear researched. Holy dooly, that was quick. Gathering's probably lowest priority. However, the Coal Thumper creates coal piles. I would say Coal Thumper's priority. Getting Coal Thumper to sort of set up, like the spatial component, is a bit of a pain.
End of shift. Go rest all.
How much more coal have we got there? Beacon built. Here we go, baby. Yes. Nice. So now this will allow us to see out of our crater and beyond, and actually have people potentially be able to locate our city because it's above the skyline. So we have some options here. However, we need to build a team of scouts. And to do that, we need 5 spare hands, which we seem to have. How did this come to be? workers. As long as it's not my engineers. It doesn't look like you can use your engineers for it, so that's fine. So let's make a scout team. Lost expedition. Numerous tents. We can see people moving about. They must be the lost members of the expedition. Alright, let's go see them. Now, we're at the max scout level, so we would be able to get more if we researched. Now I've got spare people. Okay, so now here's the question. What do I do with spare people? So engineers we've talked about. Probably food, right? Probably food. People from our convoy. Ready for research, ready to search. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the sky. This is a real feat. Everyone, feels proud of the work that they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. We needed a win. Very good. Well, good. I'm glad Sharon's, she put her money where her mouth is. She signed up. I hope it's a happy ending and she gets her family back. All right, let's get another hunter's hut up and running. Right, let's do that here. Now, can we sort of get a rate? About 4 days. All right, so you can't really get like a rate of supply. Alright, there we go. And everyone's in the hospital. All the... speak a bit soon there, Scarlet. That's right, as long as we're not over capacity there. I'm doing my best to keep everyone warm, Look at this, everything's bloody cooking. It's still a bit chilly up there, right? Gathering... Oh, here we go. No gatherable resources in range. And then we've got the scouts as well. The rest of our people made camp here. Too exhausted to go on. We should escort them to the city. Explore. I love these splashes. It's beautiful. A happy reunion. We enter the camp, appearing out of the driving snow. A choir of excited voices welcome us. Thank God you found us. We've been wandering for days until we couldn't go on any longer. Soon we'd begin to starve. Children and adults surround us, packed and ready to go. Escort the survivors to the city, bring them quickly and safely, or send them. They go towards on their own. It will take longer and some of them may die. No, we'll escort them. We'll escort them. This is the other big throttle, if you think about it. What else is going to slow us down in this game? Again, I haven't played it in ages, so it's cool coming in here with this, with some concepts, but also not really knowing how the min-max works. All right, there we go. So let's put them in there. Oh, look at this. We're starting to churn people out of the hospital. Coal thumper research. Let's get the steel works going. Right, so now we're going to have... We actually don't have any coal income at all, so we need to get that thumper up ASAP. Now, cool thing about the thumper... Well, look how big it is, right? So that's a bit of a problem. Building here will destroy resources. Where? I mean, the trees there, I guess. I guess I could do that. That's really slapdash, but I think that's what we'll do. And then we'll put a road there. Now, there is like a party trick to building these things. I just got to get my head back around it. Hey, scouts have returned to the city. We brought some people, more engineers, that's great. Children, oh, wonderful. Okay, let's... Oh, look, they brought the little trolley and... Got a couple of young blokes in there. This art is to die for. People from our convoy reunions. It's heartwarming to see families reunited after so many hardships. But shouldn't there be other settlements nearby? The first expedition left London long ago. They ought to be well established by now. They'll surely help us find our footing. We will look for the others. So we aren't the first. But I think we might have been the last. Observatory. This peculiar building must be the Arctic Observatory the Royal Society built to investigate the eternal winter. There's smoke over it. Smoke, you say? Boys, dispatch. Off you go. Okay, so we got a few orders of business to deal with here. Firstly, the homeless situation. We should probably deal with that first. People, tent. I think it's 10 per. How about children? Children not in child shelters. Kids are helping at engineering facilities. So how many kids do we have? 19. And what's the capacity of one of these buildings? It doesn't actually say. Unless I'm looking straight at it. Tent. Excuse me. I can only assume it's 15, even though it's not really helping me very much, because it says 4 left over and we have 19 children total. So I think this infers that we kind of want another child shelter. Let's do it anyway. I think that's going to keep us very busy. Our people found a trail leading into the wilderness. We should follow it. We must find other people and ask them to help to secure our survival. Okay, sure. Find another settlement. Ah, yes, yes. Oh, does that mean another thing? There you go. Another objective showed up on the map. Okay. So everyone's coming down. That's good. What we really want to do is get those engineers to work as well, right? Tech. Workshop. I feel like putting it in the... Well, again... We don't necessarily have the tech to expand out another row. So let's just do that. My wood situation's not too bad. I might... Now, I'm not 100% sure if there's an advantage to doing this. But I figure if the inner ring is as efficient as it's going to be... Let's just put little roads there. And just see. Alright, Book of Laws. Book of Laws. We're good over here, we're good over here. Radical treatment sustain life. Now see, I don't really know if we need extra rations for the ill. Overcrowding. Public house fighting arena. That sounds pretty cool, let's do that. Nothing relieves tension better than watching a few rounds of an all-out slugfest. Yeah, look at this. My money's on this bloody brick shithouse here. Let's do that. Now this sort of... I believe this introduces auras of like reduction. Yeah, you can sort of see there. So now we're getting to a point where maybe we want to try and centralize our population centers in a way. Now there wouldn't be a real big advantage of having it in the inner ring, but this second ring perhaps even out on the third would be ideal. Hard to say. We'll put one there for now. I'm not sure if we can put multiple fighting pits. I think maybe. Can't quite remember. Anyway, that's gonna give our workers a lot to do. All right. Meanwhile, the coal thumper. So this generates enough coal for 2 gathering posts. Essentially, it makes a pile of coal behind it, and it's infinite as well. But it's just got a lot of buildings required to kind of make it work. I think. Oh shit. Requires raw food? Oh no, that's okay. You know, we could turn our camera. I thought we were out of wood for a moment. For starters, let's do that. Oh, which probably wasn't the best order of events. And let's go emergency shift. Alright, steelworks researched. We'll do faster gathering. We'll just get this whole tier out of the way. Now the steelworks is going to require some wood. And we should establish that as soon as possible because we don't have a steel income either. Now we've got people going hungry. Requires raw food. I think we're doing what we can with these hunters. They're doing 20 a day. Oh, here we go. Max that out. Fighting arena built. Yeah, now can I build another one? I can build a whole bunch around just to up morale, which would be cool if we were worried about it. Child shelter's still being built there. People are hungry. I think that... Well, hang on. Slow and steady, Scarlet. Deep breaths. Steelworks. Yeah, see, the steelworks has to attach to a specific... location. Now... We'll just run that straight in. Oh, we need more wood. We'll just run that straight in. But we might have to adjust that path at a later date. There are people getting crook because they're out there building the road. We're also going to want to build a gathering post, and we could probably squeeze one there. Look at the size difference. We talked about this previously. And then when you put it in there to fill the gap, pretty crazy. Again, it's all sort of slapdash at the moment, so I'm not super stressed. Okay. These guys have gotten to their location. Lots of plates to spin. Something's amiss at the observatory. Snow covers the precious instruments and the dome is open, letting out a thin column of smoke. Someone's inside. The sun is dimming. Instead of astronomers, we are met by some of our lost people. They explained that they came here for help, but found everybody dead. The astronomers continued their observations until they starved. What was so important for them? They wrote it up in their diaries. The loss of sunlight can't be explained solely by the fouling of the atmosphere by southern volcanoes. The sun is dimming. Oh, that's very grim. Escort the survivors, leave them. No, let's not do that. Let's escort them back. More survivors the better. We're in this for the species, ladies and gentlemen. We could probably put an engineer in there. How are we looking for engineers? 4 more unemployed. Health situation is pretty good. Okay, again, foot on the throttle with the research department. Let's get another one. Now, the raw food's converting now, and everyone's getting fed. No, I need you making soup. Oh, I forgot to change it to soup when I relocated. Whoopsies. Okay, here's a gathering post. We need to put workers in that. Well, alright. And we've got a couple of workers left. We'll put them in there. Couple of engineers left. Put them in there. Alright, hey, it's going well. Let's check on this. We're not getting the warning for number of children in shelters, so that's good. And then let's just make sure oh, especially that one. Oh, hang on. Let's do that. Do that as well. Now, I don't believe the Steam hubs stack, like when they overlap. They just add a net bonus. Right, there goes our research. So I believe we've ticked off all tier 1 research. Right, we'll unlock drawing boards there. Costs a not insignificant amount of wood. People have returned safely. That's good. That's wonderful. Let's send them back out. We'll get on the mission. The main mission's quest. Sturdy shelter. A bulky cylindrical construction stands on a small hill. The Union Jack flies over it, but there's no sign of movement. Onward, boys, my brave scouts, boys and boyettes. Okay, so we're definitely hurting for, let's just fill out the current jobs. We're definitely hurting for shelter. So let's see what we can do about that. Let's check the child shelter situation. Looks like it's okay. Yeah, see this bullshit? Alright, well that sort of answers a lot of my questions. Something's got to give. It's time to remodel. I don't exactly have a lot of wood. Okay, first things first. 1, 2. We're gonna keep it like that. Though I'm tempted to outsource our research labs entirely. Alright, let's do that first.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Alright, now what's happened here? Cold homes. Heating problem. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the low temperature in their homes. I'm not going to address this right now and let the discontent go up because we don't really have the tech yet. Now we've got meals. I feel like we're not feeding people. Not enough. Okay. Okay. Generator upgrades are generally just smart. More scouts. More resource stuff. Bunkhouse. I feel like generator range and power is the GO. Let's do that. Though at the moment nothing's jumping out at me one over the other. Right? Get that ring going. I feel like, yeah, I might just take anything that doesn't fit, that's not population for the ring. We're just gonna stick in the wilderness, right? Because those steam vents extend the range perfectly fine from what I understand. The problem is that if I build these buildings that upset the apple cart here, I keep having to push them out and push them out. So what I really want to do is have this like edge world out here. And I guess doing this is not so bad because worst case scenario I just have to rework the roads. Now I can't overwork them for wood right now. Now we've got people getting sick. And we're short on food as well. Oh my goodness, it's all going a bit sideways. Alright. Dueling law? Disagreements between people who face deadly threats every day can be resolved in a duel? That sounds reasonable to me. I think bring that back in current year. Fuck yeah. Belt each other to death with wrenches until everyone agrees.
A new law has passed. Wrap up well. The frost is here.
Good way to mete out the soft blokes, you know? Get rid of them, weed them out. Alright. Okay, okay, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're already researching temperature. Yeah, I feel like I fucked this ring up a bit by doing that. Now, what would we do with the kids? Where would we put them? Because the thing is, the kids don't really... Like, this building exists for capacity, but nothing more. So moving the children's shelters to the out is probably pretty inspired, actually. Let's get rid of this.
Move. Time to get to work.
Yeah, what we really need to do, as much as we possibly can, is push the tech out. Have every engineer doing tech, if not, say, medical. Now, the medical tents, I believe, are the same size as the house. They are, okay. See, like that. Look at that. See how it's getting warped? Even that one's warped. See that? And that too. Fuck, I wrecked the entire circle by building like this. I don't know. We'll try and fix it. We'll be right. The shelter is well supplied and built to withstand even the worst weather. An advanced steam heating system protects it from the cold. Oh, well, that's kind of cool. The trail leads to another city. The shelter is comfortable and well equipped with emergency supplies. There's a notice posted by the heavy round door. To all scientists, if you use any supplies, remember to notify the quartermaster upon your return to the city. This means that there's another city out there. A signpost by the trail points in two directions, London and home. 30 miles. Discovered steel bridge. All right, hey, there's more people out here. That's exciting. Cool. All right, well, this seems like a good place to maybe hit the brakes. Happy to be playing this. I hope people are enjoying it so far. Again, let me know and we will keep putting out episodes as long as that's what you guys want. Anyway, team, I'll just leave it there for the time being and I'll catch you guys on the next one.
It'll put you in the pink, and all you have to do